My boss fired me for taking my daughter to the ER instead of working overtime. What happened next made national news. My boss fired me for taking my daughter to the ER instead of working overtime. 3 weeks later, her medical records saved 37 children from the same rare medication reaction that almost killed her, and the pharmaceutical company that tried to hide it just offered me a settlement I'll never accept. I've been a single mom since Lily was 2. Her father decided parenting was too restrictive and disappeared to find himself in Thailand for 7 years. I worked as a data analyst at Pharmatech, one of the largest pharmaceutical data processing companies in the country. Not glamorous, but it paid the bills and offered health insurance. Last month, Lily started a new allergy negation her doctor prescribed. 3 days in, she developed a rash and complained her heart was dancing too fast. When her lips started turning blue, I called my supervisor Mark to say I couldn't stay late for the quarterly report deadline. The report has to be on the CEO's desk by morning, he said. Your child hair issues aren't my problem, and they're stay and finish or don't bother coming back. I hung up, rushed Lily to the ER, and held her hand through a terrifying night of tests, monitors, and doctors with increasingly concerned expressions. By morning, they confirmed she had an extremely rare reaction affecting her heart rhythm, one that wasn't listed in the medication warnings. When I checked my email from the hospital room, Mark had already sent a company-wide message announcing my voluntary resignation and reassigning my projects. After Lily stabilized, her doctor said something that changed everything. This reaction shouldn't happen with this medication. The molecular structure doesn't typically affect cardiac function this way. I'd like to document this thoroughly. It might help other children. I am no scientist, but I've spent 7 years analyzing medication trial data. Something clicked. I requested Lily's complete medical records and test results, then pulled up Pharmatech's database from my personal laptop against company policy, but I was already fired. What I found made me physically ill. In the original pediatric trials for Lily's medication, 6 children had developed similar cardiac reactions, but those cases had been categorized under non-specific adverse events instead of cardiac complications, a subtle data manipulation that prevented the reaction from appearing in safety warnings. I was literally processing the data that had been manipulated to hide my daughter's side effect. I contacted the FDA that night. 3 investigators showed up at my apartment the next morning. Within a week, the medication was pulled for safety review and Pharmatech's servers were seized for evidence. The story broke on national news. Hired mother uncovers pharmaceutical data fraud that endangered confluence of children. 37 other children had experienced the same reaction. 2 had died before doctors recognized what was happening. Yesterday, Pharmatech's lawyers offered me $4.3 million to sign an NDA and drop any claims against the company. The pharmaceutical company is offering nearly twice that. I refused both offers. The FDA investigator called me after the meeting. You could live very comfortably on those settlements, she said carefully. My daughter almost died because someone decided profit margins were more important than accurate safety data. I replied, how comfortable would I be knowing other parents didn't get the same chance to protect their children? This morning, Lily asked why I was crying while making her breakfast. I told her sometimes adults cry when they're proud, not sad. Like when you watch me in school plays, she asked. Workshiny like that. I don't know what's going to happen with the lawsuits or the federal investigation, but I know that sometimes being a good parent means more than just showing up for school plays and band concerts. Sometimes it means fighting systems designed to value profits over little blue-lipped girls in hospital beds. My boss was right about one thing. My child hair issues aren't his problem, but they're mine, and I'll never apologize for putting them first.